Welcome back to another video of me and you outside. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to do something I've never done before, but I have done something similar. Now, I've done a lot of limb lining. You've seen me do some trot line on previous videos, but I'm going to set some intentional limb lines. And what I did is I happened to be in Bass Pro the other day in, of all places, St. Charles, Missouri, and they had these prefab limb lines right here. Okay, I've never seen them before. I don't know nothing about them. I'm just about to open the package, but I'm going to take them out and set them. Now, there comes 5 in this package right here. 20 bucks for 5 of these things, but they're a prefabbed limb line, and I'm going to see what they look like here. They're supposed to be where they're tangle free. It looks like they are. Kind of an interesting little thing here. Got swivel on them. They got looks like about a 3 or 4, maybe 3/0 hook on there, stainless steel hook, a good looking hook actually. All right, that's good. And I guess you just take this line out of it like this. Okay, yeah, well, I see that. You pop that line out of there, unravel it. Of course, I'll do all this on the river, but I'm just kind of inspecting this thing right now. Okay, taking the line out. The line is out. Huh, interesting thing here. Then this hook is down in here, so I'm going to pull this hook out. This hook is stuck in here in such a way. There, I got it. Now I'm thinking, I may have to even read the, can you believe that? You can have a limb line, you have to read the instructions on it. Pull that down there about like that. And this will go up further on the line. I'm going to bring this up all the way to the line. Looks like about a 8 foot, maybe 7 foot line on here. Again, it's got a good hook. It's got a good little swivel on that hook right there. That's a good swivel. I wouldn't trust that swivel with a 30, 40 pound flathead, but I'd sure trust it with any size channel cat you're going to catch. So what I'm going to do, and that's interesting right here because they have this special tape on here that you can put your, well, that's a reflective tape right there, but on this you can write your conservation ID number, which I will do that. I'll have my conservation ID number in. This will be visible. The only thing I don't like about things like this is they're visible to other fishermen going up and down the river. I don't usually have a problem people stealing my stuff, but it does happen once in a while. So I'll see you on the river. I'm going to set all 5 of these, and I'm going to bait them out really good, and we're going to see what happens and see if we like these or not. I'll see you on the river. And we are here at the river. And I'm going to put on this little limb line, prefab limb line from Bass Pro here. Now, I get the concept of it because I'm going to tie this in right here to this tree right here. So it's a dead tree, but it's very strong, so I don't worry about it breaking. And I'm going to leave this little tube going to stick above the water, just about that far. Catch a fish on this, what happens, he pulls that, and you see that tube waving like that. See that? And that will be your indicator that you got a fish. All right. So I'm going to tie this on here pretty much just to. And what I did is I left about 3.5 feet in the water, which is plenty for channel cat. If I'm going for a big flathead, I'm going to weight that down just a little bit. But for channel cat, that's fine. I'm going to tie this just a simple bow knot right here. It's kind of what I do a lot of. Tie it like that, bring it in there like that, cinch that down, then bring my bow in one more time like this. Boom, like that, okay? Now, got my conservation number on there. I'm going to put on here a dead minnow. I had these frozen actually. I don't like to freeze them, but I was in a situation where I had to freeze them. So, in the mouth, all the way down as far as I can, and bring that hook out just like that. I'm dropping that sucker right there, and there she goes, down, down, down. And that's it. That is it, sitting right there, and we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to put out 5 of these just like that. I'm going to put them up through here, and in the morning we're going to come run them. We'll let you run them with us to see what we have. But I say we'll have some channel cat. That's probably all we'll catch on them. But what's wrong with that, huh? What's wrong with a good mess of channel cat? So I'm going to back out of this place I'm in right here because it's kind of gnarly. That's why I didn't want too much line down in the water, because that there's debris down there. You get hung up, get a catfish snarl gets hung up. It's very aggravating. All right. we'll see you either in the morning, or I might show you do another limb line here just shortly. I just baited these limb lines out to put them Bass Pro Prefab limb lines. And I got two of them right here together, and they've already got a fish. We didn't even get a chance to head out. So I got one right here. They're not very big. Hang on. Yeah. Let me grab him. I can't believe they lit that quick. I mean, that's just crazy. Look at that. Little bait thieves is what they are. I'm telling you right now. These little devils. I won't even keep him, but well, I have to say that prefab limb line work. Don't have much bait here on this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put what I can find of this minnow. I threw the rest of my dead minnows away because I didn't think I'd be having to bait out anything. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. This is another little old bitty channel cat. It's gonna be hilarious. Come here, you little thing. See that, Jackson?
Yeah.
I don't have no bait to put on there now. There's no dead minnows up there, and nothing left. You don't have no minnows, nothing? Okay, well, that'll be sitting there without bait on it. A little channel cat like that, when you turn him loose, you better flip him quick because these barbs will come back and stick you. Yep. My dead limb fish. Dead limb line has a dead limb line. It's a dead limb line. Got another little fish here probably. See what that does? That thing flips up and lets you know there's something on that line. It works pretty good. Well, that's a little bigger one. That's a 2-pounder. That's big enough to keep actually, but I'm not going to keep him because I don't want to mess with him tonight. That's a decent catfish right there. People will catch him all day long and eat him. They're really good eating. But I let him go. Now I don't have no bait on that line. Good grief. Dead minnows work. What was it? All right, we'll be back. And here we are the next day. We are running these limb lines. Got a trot line to run too, but we had I ran 3 of these, but 2 of them didn't have any bait on them. Actually, all 3 of them really didn't have any bait because I caught them fish on them last night. But I just checked 2 over there. But again, they had no bait on them, so you more than likely aren't going to catch anything without bait. But we got a couple more to run up here. Got a trot line to run, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it'll be pretty good, and I'll give you my findings on these little prefab limb lines from Bass Pro. See you in a little bit. All right, here we are. We're at another line here. Got a fish on a limb line here. Probably a small one. A lot of times what you catch on limb lines, but depends on the bait you put on there and how you set them. But I do have a fish right here. Right here. I don't know how big he is. I don't think he's very big, but because again I was using a dead minnow. Aha! Ha ha ha! There's what he is. Good grief! Look at you. Look at you, bad boy. Right there, a genuine snapping turtle. I'll show you why they call them snapping turtles. He wants to snap at this. He's biting that hook. I'm gonna figure out some way to get him off there, Jackson. Woo, it's not fun. Oh boy. Alright, let me see what I gotta do here. See what happened here, that swivel straightened out and he got off with my hook. That's the problem with these swivels. Can't trust them. If that had been a big flathead, he'd have done the same thing, because I didn't put that much pressure on that. But he's gone. He'll work that hook out of his own body. Well, we're done running these lines here, and we caught some decent channel cat, mainly on a trout line. The limb lines didn't have any bait on except one, and I caught that big turtle, of course, which is not uncommon to catch a turtle, especially on a dead minnow. But I'll tell you this, my findings on them little limb lines from Bass Pro I just showed you there, it's pretty positive actually. I kind of like them. Now the only thing I don't like about them is when they're hanging there, every boat that comes up through here or person comes up through here, they can see them. And it's a curiosity thing for a lot of people. They'll see that thing, especially if it was jiggling like they do. They'll go over there and check it out. It's got a fish on it. In most cases, people will steal your fish. But some people won't, but some people will. They just take your fish. But I like them. I like those little prefab limb lines. I like the way they'll roll up and put them away and not be tangled or anything. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, that's about the simplest video right here you can ask for. Appreciate you watching. Me and you outside. It's one word, you know, with no spaces. I think you might know that. Subscribe if you would. Share this video if you want to. Appreciate you watching. Catch you on the next video coming soon.